Good day, viewers and readers of Rustenburg Herald. We're back with the weekly news bulletin. Unita and me, by welcome Unita. This week we bring a big Rustenburg Herald to the street, and we are going to keep you occupied for the weekend. Unita is going to start off and tell us what you can look forward to.
Hallo, ja, ons bring vir jou die nuus vars uit hierdie week se koerant. Die ink is nog nie eers droog nie. Wat se stories kyk ons die week na, Waldi?
Well, the biggest newsmakers were the strike in Rustenburg, the municipal workers going on a strike in demand for better wages, and of course the kick-off of the Trans-Kalahari corridor management project by law enforcement agencies of Namibia, South Africa and Botswana, which we saw last week on the R24 and N4 just outside Rustenburg. Our front page is depicting the scene at the R24, the N4 Bakwena, where the project kicked off last week on Wednesday. We continue with that on page 3 to elaborate on the history of the project and the absence of the past 3 years. So it is good news that the project is back to oversee cross-border operations, transactions and customs procedures. Unita?
Die moordsaak van Darius Botha sleep nou al vir langer as 'n jaar aan. En die week is dit weer uitgestel na Januarie 2023. Ons berig daaroor op bladsy 4. Ook op die bladsy kan jy lees oor die skietvoorval verlede week in Geelhout Park, toe vermeende rowers blykbaar op polisie losgebrand het.
Thank you, Unita. On page 2, we have another crime story of a Rustenburg Setswana-speaking couple whose vehicle was stolen from their property in Joubert Street. The couple is heartbroken. There is an appeal on the Rustenburg public to help them find their car back. They are helpless without their car. If we can continue, there's a lot of crime reports, verdicts in the court, and other crime stories in this week's paper. Perhaps one of the most important, there's a long sentence for a child killer in Rustenburg, no less than 2 life sentences. And then we also have a life sentence for a rapist on a 27-year-old woman in Rustenburg a few months ago. On page 10 this week, the unions demand better wages. Rustenburg motorists and people have probably noticed the strike going on and the march going on at the Michelini Mpene house in Rustenburg yesterday. This was all part of the strike declared by COSATU, SAFTU and FEDUSA in demand for better wages. The government has offered a salary increase of only 3%, which is really ridiculous in my opinion. The trade unions hope to bargain for better wages through this protest action. Also, we have Natalie and Gerard van der Heide of Rustenburg, who have won a midweek break for 2-night stay at Sun City in an interesting competition and promotion between Rustenburg Herald and Sun City.
Ons is byna aan die einde van November en van 1 Desember af kan 'n Rustenburger sommer klaar begin Kersliggies kyk. Die jaarlikse vertoning in Kerkstraat beloof om weer 'n lekker uitstappie vir gesinne te wees. Lees meer daaroor op bladsy 12. En as jy na bladsy 18 blaai, kan jy loer wat het alles aangegaan by die afgelope naweek se omgeefees.
Yes, Unita, the omgeefees was part of the Love Run, the annual Love Run organized by Rita Nel. It was also in the form of a bazaar, we can put it that way, everything, selling everything from eats and drinks to handmade crafts, handmade articles, foods and drinks, toys, teddy bears, whatever you can think. It was a massive social event for Rustenburg in spite of slight rain and drizzle during the morning. The Rustenburg branch of the SPCA is set to prepare themselves for a great festive season, if we can put it that way. It is not news that the SPCA finds it hard to keep their heads above water, especially during the festive season, and this year is going to be no exception. They are hosting another weekend of Blikskit this weekend, and they will be on the R24 bridge just from the turnoff to the Waterfall Mall. Also, there are two other initiatives, the SPCA book sale in order to raise funds for the SPCA, and then they let us know that the SPCA is in dire need of blankets, and especially dry blankets for the animals during the rainy season.
Op ons kookbladsy word daar die week gewys hoe om na ons soettandhemel toe te gaan, 'n malva melk tertpudding. Nee, ek maak nie grappies nie, ons deel hierdie resep op bladsy 52.
As usual, Unita, lots of school news, lots of community news, lots of sport competitions, money to be won. On our back page this week, a tribute, well, not a tribute, but we can call it a tribute to Michael van Rooyen. Something to look back on the past year's achievements of Michael van Rooyen, the so-called Rustenburg Rocket, and his great achievements at the Toyota Gazoo Racing SA motorsport circuit in Pretoria, as well as many other tracks around the country. Michael has had a good year, and we wish him even a better year for next season. A nice article with interesting highlights of his career this far.
Welwaardig, dit bring ons aan die einde van die week se bulletin. Dankie vir almal wat saamgekuier het. Ons sien julle weer volgende week. Totsiens.
Like we promised, big and thick paper, definitely worth pursuing for the weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Carry your umbrella and your raincoat close, and we see you again next week. Keep well.